So now let's start the tool the very first time. So we see our splash screen, and after some seconds we are asked where we want to actually store our upcoming projects. So we are asked for a so-called workspace, and by default the workspace will be created in our program directory, but you can select any kind of folder here wherever you have read and write access on your machine. And if you don't want to get asked again every time you start the tool, you can just check this little box here and say that's my workspace and I want all my upcoming projects to be there. So in the background we see that this workspace folder just has been created, and after some seconds our tool is loaded, and for the very first time we don't have any projects yet in the workspace, and this is why the tool shows us this welcome page, where I just included that as a convenient way to start your first project. So we have a shortcut link to the project wizard which comes with the tool. So here we have a very simple wizard where we just all we have to do is to name our project. So I would just call it sample, and of course we want to store it in the just created workspace. So the wizard creates not only a project folder, I will just resize this a little bit, new feature I just included. So the wizard created not only a folder called sample, but also a folder structure below and a first dialog script, which we can see in the main of the tool. The task view right here is not in use right now, so we might as well just close it. So what do we have here? We have the project explorer, which is just a tree-like representation of our folders, and you can create your own folders, your own structure. It's just the default folder structure the wizard suggests for us. Down here we have the outline view, which is a tree-like representation of our actual script. So here you already see some cool feature where we can navigate using this outline view through our script, which is already opened in the editor here. And as I said, a new feature is a graph representation. It's just a graph view representing our dialog script in real time. So whenever we change something here, so let me just remove that line and save, then the graph is automatically updated, and we have some options up here which I will explain later in an upcoming video. So what else? So we just used the welcome page in order to create a new project, but of course you want to create more than one projects. So we can do that by either referring to the welcome page again in the main menu, help, welcome, and then invoke the project wizard, but that might be a little bit cumbersome. There are other ways to do that. We can as well use the menu and say new, whoa, here we go, new dialog project in order to invoke the same wizard, or we can as well use the toolbar here and use this little shortcut. And as you can see, there's not only a project wizard but also a file wizard included, which allows you to create new scripts. So you're not restricted to have only one script in a project, but you can create as many as you like. Here you can see what's that characters folder. There's more than just the dialog language. Actually, I also created a language to define characters, which right now is not hooked up with the dialog, so they not really cooperate, which will be included in an upcoming version of the tool. I just wanted to leave the language here for character descriptions so that you can play around with it and already get familiar with it. And once it is hooked up with the Dialog language, then you're already good to go. So, well, that's it for that video. I think you should be able to create your own projects now. Yeah, one more thing. You don't have to, of course, you don't have to use the wizard to create your own projects, right? You can also just tell the tool you want to create a new project, and you just say, I want to create a general project. Give it a name, and that's an empty folder now, right? And I can show you the. Let's just use the new script wizard here and say we want to create a new script. We can give it a name, some name, and the wizard provides us with some information how the file should be named. So make sure to use the .dialog extension, and then we are asked if we want to use the xtext nature, and sure we do, in order to get the right editor. And here we have a new empty file in this case. And in one of the upcoming videos, I will show you how you can actually write interactive and branching dialogue in this editor. So stay tuned and have fun with creating new projects.